Hey, what's up guys? Emmanuel from Korea Adventures again. Okay, so I'm going to do a video today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not too much of anything really. Going through the whole COVID routine to keep sane. Here in Sydney it's pretty crazy. Things are getting worse still. So you do what you can to keep sane. A friend of mine asked me to do a video today. Big Al from All Terrain Fishing. Yeah, so right here is my PSK. Okay, it's a different design to what I usually use, but I thought this one was better because I could probably fall asleep better with this on instead of something on my hip. Okay, so yeah, so to start the video, I'm going to do a little song. If the phone works this time, this is take 2. So let's just try. Ghetto is a part of my religion. The only thing my eyes can see. Ain't no man gonna stop my vision. Ghetto is a part of we. So I fall. So we fall. Children cry no more. 'Cause heaven's in store, yeah. Ghetto is a part of me. Ghetto is a part of our religion. The only thing our eyes can see. Ain't no man gonna stop my vision. 'Cause ghetto is a part of we. So I fall. So we fall. Children cry no more. 'Cause heaven's in store, yeah. Ghetto is a part of we. Okay, let's start music on. Okay, over here, I've made up a camera stand using a selfie stick and a bottle, so I hope it works well. Okay, so I've got a mat here. Hope you can see that well enough. I'll come closer a little bit. Okay, got a mat here. Alright, so on my PSK here, it's around my neck. This here from PSK, I've got a little utility knife, Firesteel, 1 cotton ball and Vaseline tinder. In a clever little design with duct tape. I've got like a meter square worth of foil. I've got some herbs for cooking and some bedding. Okay. Alright. So on my PSK, I remove the Firesteel. And then religiously always put it back on, okay, and then back around my torso. Right, so this is the Firesteel. Okay, so if I was going to recommend a Firesteel, I would recommend the Swedish Light My Fire Firesteel. Okay, this is the Scout version. Okay, they retail for about $35. Okay, around that same price for delivery too. So I recommend just get it posted to you. Right, also comes with a little whistle in there as well. If you want a video on whistle communication, just please make a comment and I'll do my best. Okay, so the Firesteel, this is good for like hundreds of fires at least, okay? The difference with these ones is that if you fall in water, you can just simply wipe the rod and use it straight away, okay? So as a matter of fighting hypothermia, this is much more reliable than a lighter or any other method, okay? So this is the modern Firesteel, okay? They're available at Camping World in Lemire in Campbelltown, okay? So if you make pre-prepared tinders like I have here, around my PSK, that's pretty much a surefire, okay? It'll give you, depending on how much Vaseline you put to it, yeah, 2-3 minutes worth of flame, okay? So even a beginner can get a fire going with that, okay? So the Firesteel itself comes with a coating on it, okay? So I'll scrape off some of the coating. The striker and the actual Firesteel itself comes with thumb grooves, okay? So it's easy to work out. So I'll scrape it a little bit. Should be enough, okay? So a basic strike would be like this. Okay. Thumbs in the thumb grooves. Okay. Pretty simple, huh? Okay, just imagine you're scraping off the rod with the striker. Scraping it, yeah. Okay, so you're scraping a spark. Yeah, so that's a 3,000 degree spark. Now you can use this to light tinders. You can also use like natural tinders like grass and bulrush in Australia, otherwise cattail in America, or greater reed mace everywhere else pretty much. Fantastic fire tool, alright, the most reliable. Like I said, there's only one Firesteel that I would recommend, and it is the Swedish Light My Fire, okay? Simply because you can actually make a spark much easier than other Firesteels, okay? So the cheap ones, not worth it. In an emergency situation, you're gonna try to conserve as much energy as possible, okay? And you might only have one hand, okay? Saying that, so basically for a one hand strike, if you needed to, you put your tinder next to a rock of some kind, wedge your Firesteel under your foot, and then underneath, reverse the Firesteel striker. Haven't done this for a while. Yeah, basically like that for a one-hand Firesteel strike, if you have an injured hand. Okay, there's other strikes. That one I do like this is probably the most basic Firesteel strike. Okay, and then you have little other ones too that just for fun, put two thumbs together. I sort of come up with myself and do it like that. You're just basically doing that. Okay. Then there's the Bear Grylls Firesteel strike, which he always does, and probably is the most reliable. Putting your Firesteel straight on top of the tinder and striking downwards on it. Okay, you can see, very effective. So when I started YouTube, I learned about 13 different strikes, but those ones are the basic ones to use. There was like, yeah, all heaps of different ways, but those two ways are pretty reliable. Okay, so that's the Light My Fire Firesteel. Okay, cheers, Al. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick how to make your own tinder. Hope I get the angle right. Okay, so cotton wool. Okay, 100% cotton wool. Vaseline, cheap as chips, and it will give you actually a surefire. Okay, if you can't get a fire going in 2 minutes with 2 minutes flame, you shouldn't be out there in the bush. Okay, that's just a fact. Okay, so what I want to do is grab a little bit of cotton wool, just like this, just a little ball. Okay, Vaseline. That's what I'd use, but you could use a lot more if you want. Okay. Put in the cotton ball, and this is the messy part. Okay, just got to scrunch it up and work that Vaseline into the cotton wool. Okay, just like that. Okay, don't separate it too much and work it in. Just work the outside in with the Vaseline. Okay, not too messy. Okay, just like that. Alright, so that's the cotton wool ball. Okay, just hands a little bit. PSK. PSK is a personal survival kit, okay? And my one's always around me, even when I go to bed. So I'm trying out this new style of PSK. So I can just go to sleep and forget about it. If I'm separated from my gear, I can still complete all my 7 priorities. Okay, so with the cotton ball, what I'm going to do is just like now separate it to expose the inner parts, the fluffy parts. Alright, so important that you do your fire lay correctly. Okay, so I have my tinder here, kindling, and simply with the Firesteel, okay, just strike it. It doesn't take much at all. Oops, sorry. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So I recommend if I were to recommend, I would recommend the Swedish Light My Fire Firesteel. Okay, best on the market. That's advice from my wolf.
Tá cruzado.